All right, let's just dive right in. The wire hits, payout processed. You check your bank, and there it is, that first cash out from your FTMO 200K account. You made what, 10, 15 G's? You feel like you're the king of the world, top of the pops. Psst, a king? Forget that. You feel like a financial god. You feel like you walked into the market's back alley, beat the final boss with one hand tied behind your back, and his gold teeth just dropped in your pocket. You're invincible. And that exact feeling, that God complex, is precisely why, yeah, you're about to lose it all. That's the tripwire right there. It's the moment your discipline, all that sweat and focus from the challenge, it just evaporates. Your brain takes that hard-earned money and tosses it into a mental dumpster labeled, play money. Right. It's not yours, it's the house's money, and you're about to do something profoundly stupid with it. Honestly, it's the most treacherous moment in a trader's life. It's not failing the challenge. No, it's the week after the first payout. The discipline that got you through the door suddenly feels like a cage. You think you've got this buffer, this cushion of cash to play with. It's a phantom cushion. It doesn't exist. So let's lay down the law for everybody listening who just got that wire or is waiting on it.
Okay.
This is the official coinlisting.net Don't Be a Moron playbook. Rule number 1, and this is non-negotiable. You pay yourself. The second that money hits your account, you immediately pull out a fat chunk. I don't care if it's 30%, 50%.
Right.
Get it out of your trading universe entirely. He's not being dramatic. Take half. I'm dead serious. 50%. Transfer it to a completely different bank account you barely look at. Go pay off your entire credit card bill. Buy your mom a ridiculously expensive plant. Yeah, force that digital money to become a real-world object or to solve a real-world problem. Because as long as it's just numbers on a screen, right, your dumb lizard brain thinks it's still part of the game. It's a psychological kill switch for your ego. You have to physically and mentally sever the cord. That money is no longer a buffer for your next boneheaded revenge trade. Nope. It's a mortgage payment. It's a new laptop. It is concrete proof that this is a business, not a weekend trip to Vegas. Okay, so you've paid yourself, you've got some real, tangible cash sitting pretty. What's the next idiotic impulse you're wrestling with? You're going to look at your risk. That tight 1% rule that got you here? All of a sudden, it feels slow. It feels like a Honda Civic when you're ready for a McLaren. It feels pathetic. You're a professional, right? You're thinking, I literally pulled 10 grand out of thin air. Why am I still betting with chump change? Yeah. You're thinking, let's dial it up to 2%. You know what? This setup is a 10 out of 10. Let's go 3%.
And that's the kiss of death. The system that was your Bible for 3 months is now just a collection of suggestions.
Right.
You start bending rules, taking trades that are just good enough because you're bored.
Yep.
You're chasing that dopamine hit of a big win instead of executing your edge. You stop being a trader and you start being an entertainer, and you're the only one in the audience. Listen to me. The rules that got you paid are the only rules that will keep you paid.
Exactly.
The market didn't change because you won. You changed. You got cocky, so you have to put yourself back in the cage. Go back to day one.
Yeah.
Print out your damn trading plan and tape it to your monitor. Your risk is 1%. Maximum. End of story. And don't even get me started on the lifestyle creep. You make one payout and suddenly you're on Zillow looking at condos you can't afford. You're specking out a new BMW.
Oh, God.
Your words, I should quit my job, actually escape your lips.
Whoa, hit the brakes. You got one payout, one. That doesn't make you a full-time trader.
Nope.
That makes you a person who had a good month. As FTMO's own performance coach says, you don't even think about going full-time until you have several consistent payouts and like a 6-month emergency fund stacked in the bank. Your day job has pressure, but trading to pay your rent, to buy groceries, that is a special kind of psychological hell that will make you fall apart. So that first payout is not, I quit money. No, it's prove you can do this again money. It's buy a ridiculously good office chair so your back doesn't hate you. That's it. All right, so let's fast forward. You survived the first month. You didn't implode. You paid yourself. You stuck to your rules like a monk. Now what? You just grind out these 80-20 splits for the rest of your life? Nah, this is where you go from player to pro. You have to understand the game FTMO lays out for you. They give you a roadmap.
It's called the scaling plan. And it's hilarious because most people never read the rules. They're too busy trying to hit grand slams. The scaling plan isn't for them. Right. It's for the pros who hit singles and doubles day in, day out. It's painfully simple. Make 10% net profit in any 4-month window. On your 200K account, that's 20 grand, and you have to process at least 2 payouts in that time. You do that, and FTMO automatically bumps your account balance by 25%. Yeah, your 200K becomes a 250K account. And here's the real jewel, the thing you're actually playing for. Your profit split flips from 80-20 to 90-10. Yes, you get to keep 90 cents of every dollar you make. That's the prize. The game isn't about one monster payout. Right. The game is about getting to that 90% split and letting the capital scale. Think about what they're rewarding. Consistency. They're not rewarding the cowboy who yanks 20% in a week and then blows up. Nope. They want a professional, a business operator. The scaling plan is the career path they hand you on a silver platter, which leads to the final, most important mindset shift. After that first payout, you must stop thinking like a trader who passed the test. You have to start thinking like the CEO of You Incorporated. That's it. That's the whole sermon right there. That payout isn't a bonus. It's your company's revenue. The money in the account isn't a high score. It's your operating capital. The drawdown limit isn't an annoying restriction. Right. It's your quarterly budget for risk. A real CEO wouldn't bet the entire company payroll on one speculative venture. No way. So why are you doing it with your trading capital? You're not a guy clicking buttons in a dark room anymore. You're a professional risk manager. You are a capital allocator. Your job is to protect the firm's capital, which is now your livelihood, and deploy it systematically for a positive return. Exactly. When you think like that, a 1% risk isn't boring, it's prudent. Taking a day off when there are no setups isn't lazy. It's preserving mental capital for when it matters. You have to reframe the entire operation. The evaluation tested your skill. Right. The first payout tests your professionalism. It tests your identity. Are you just a flash in the pan who got lucky, or are you building a long-term business? So let's hammer the dumbest mistakes one last time. 1. Thinking your payout is casino chips. It's not. 2. Getting cocky and ditching the very rules that got you paid. Don't you dare. 3. Quitting your day job and putting a gun to your own head financially. You're nowhere near ready. And the pro moves? 1. Pay yourself instantly, at least 50%. Make the money real. 2. Chain yourself to your rules. Your trading life depends on it. 3. Make the scaling plan your new holy grail. Play the long game for that 90% split. And the big one, 4. Start acting like a CEO, not a lottery winner. It's that simple, and it's that hard, because the enemy was never the market. It was never FTMO. Nope. It's that loud, dumb, euphoric voice in your own head that shows up right after you win. So you got the payout. Congratulations, you beat the tutorial. Yeah. Now the real game begins. Now, here's a question we'd like you to think about. Once you withdraw that first 50%, what is the one single non-trading related thing you will do with it that will permanently convince your brain that the money is real?